Hello everybody, my name is Laura. If you're joining me once again, thank you very much on this very rainy day here in England. If you're new, I like reading, and today is a bit of an unhaul. So it's that time where I've introduced a lot of new books, so I am going to be moving some of them on. So I'm just going to show you the ones that are on their way to better homes. So first up, I am going to be unhauling From Blood and Ash and the sequel Kingdom of Flesh and Fire. This for me is a 5-star book. I'm getting rid of these because I have the special editions. It's from either, I think Illumicrate did them, so I have hardbacks of these now, so there's no need for me to keep secondary copies of these versions, and they are quite heavy as well and quite bulky, but I do love these series. Just getting rid of those for now, as I have special editions of that one. Again, this is another one where I have a hardback edition of it now, so I'm getting rid of Powerless. It's got the sprayed edges. I think this was one that came through from Waterstone, so that one is going to go as well. I've heard mixed things about this series anyway, so yet to read. Yeah, it was time to get rid of that one. This one is a copy of First Love by James Patterson. Bought it from my mum ages ago. She's read it. I always intended to get to it, but I didn't, so I'm going to be shipping that one off now. It's a bit sus to me, the sheer volume of books that he comes out with every year, so you do wonder how much he actually does write and how much the other writer does on this one. But I mean, every time you rock up to the supermarket there's a new one there, so that one's going. I'm going to get rid of the copy of All the Stars and Teeth. Read this one once, enjoyed it, but it's not one that I plan on revisiting anytime soon. When it arrived to me, it has actually got a rip in the cover, so I hope that doesn't affect the trade on that one, but it was enjoyable from what I remember. But like I say, I have got the sequel. I've had no urge to get to it anytime soon, but I have got it. I am going to read it, but the urgency is just not there, so that one's going to go to another home. This was a series that I did give up on. I think I read about 3 books in this one. Didn't like it at all. Started off okay, but didn't like it, so I'm getting rid of the House of Night series now, because I am planning on doing a trade-in with these. These are the only 2 that they're offering me anything on at the moment. So this is Revealed and Redeemed, so we're going to get rid of those. Hopefully eventually they do open up an offer on the other ones, because I have got quite a few left now. I sold the ones that I read ages ago because they were actually signed, so got rid of those. Getting rid of a copy of The Exorcist. I always intended to read this one. I've watched the film's great. Just, I don't have the urge. Sometimes you think read outside your comfort zone, but I'm just never getting the urge to read this one, so we're going to get rid of that one. And this one, I've had it ages. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Again, I always intended to read it, but it's just not a series that's grabbing me, so I've had it a couple of years now, so it's time to move it on. Take the hint. It's not one that I particularly want to read. Randomly, again, this is probably just a cheapy one that I picked up in the supermarket. The Surprising Days of Isla Pembroke. Bought it probably because it was in a deal, you know, where you've got to buy so many and you'll get your other book cheap. It was one of those. Never picked it up, and it's just taking up space now, so that one's going to go. I have a different set of these. I have the City of Ashes and the City of Glass. I've read these now, but I've actually got the box set where it forms the picture, so there's no need to keep multiple copies of this series. It's good, but it's not one of my favourites, so they're finally going. I mean, they take up quite a bit of room on the shelf. Also going to sell a copy of The Kill Order. Maze Runner, I attempted to read the first book. I've seen the movies. It's just, I think, one that I've got the urge to read now, so that one's going. And the specials, again, dystopian's not really where I'm at the moment with my reading taste, so we're going to phase these out. Again, this is the only one that they were offering me anything on the trade, so that one's going. Getting rid of a copy of Hexed. I've had that one years. Again, I probably picked it up from the works or a supermarket to get something else cheap. Never read it, never had the urge. Probably a bit too old for this one now, but I don't know. I mean, I like books about witches and things, but it's just this one's never grabbed me, so that one's going. Again, picked this up because of the cover, Fire Girl. It is thin, but I think my interest in it has waned again. It's gone over. I've had it years now and I've never picked it up, so time to go on Fire Girl there. If you've read any of these and I'm doing the wrong thing and you think they're brilliant, sorry, but they're just, they've not grabbed me at this point, so it's not happening. And we're getting rid of the last in the series of this Dark Heart Forever, Dark Heart Rising. Never picked it up. Heard good things about the first one, but I don't know, I think my interest has just, it's moved on. This one is one that I have read, and it's The Virgin Suicides. Fantastic novel. For me, this was wonderful. I read it probably when I was a teenager, but it's one that I'm not going to read again. So it's time to pass it on to a new home now. It is a highly recommended book, definitely, but it's not one that I'm ever going to pick up again. But it is a fantastic top tier read. My mum didn't like it when I gave it to her to read either earlier this year or last year, but for me, I thought it was a cracking novel. But I'm just never gonna read that one again, which it's weird. It's one of the few where it's a paperback with a dust jacket, which was unusual. But yeah, I remember eating that up, but I think I was the right age for this book, because I was probably about the same age as the characters when I read this phenomenal novel. But just time to have a bit of a clear out. And I'm getting rid of Daughter of Smoke and Bone. Really like this book, but I have the special edition. I don't know if it's from Fairyloot or Lumen Crate, one of the two. Bought that from there, so there's no need to keep multiple copies of this book. So yep, they are all going off to a better home. Clear out some of the space to make room for new books. So I just thought I'd show off the ones that are going to a better home. If you've unhauled some books, or if there's some there that you really like, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one.